Good afternoon, Assistant Defendant Lauren Attorney on behalf of Mr. Collinson. Mr. Collinson, please state your name for the record.
Your Honor, this is Michael Collinson.
So, Your Honor, I guess there's kind of two pieces of why we're here. There is an allegation of Mr. Collinson's tampering with the tether, I suppose, and then his discharge from treatment. And I'd like to address both.
Sure.
I hope that the court regarding the tamper, I think that, I've had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Collinson for a long time about both of these issues. Looking at the pictures, to me, it looks like wear and tear. Mr. Collinson was brought in with the tether still on his leg. He was in the jail for, I think, 2 days.
The cuts in the strap are wear and tear?
One of the cuts was, I think, already there. There was like a slit in it. As he wore it a few months ago, he noticed it getting worse. So that has been there for months, and there was no allegation that I did not receive a violation report that it was cut. And I think the second one is kind of similar. It seems to be about the same length as the first cut, and from the rubber in between is kind of looking like it's weakening to me. Again, it was not removed from his leg by him. It was removed by the services group that facilitates the tethers. So he got, the cut is deep, but there's no, if he wanted to, he could have gotten it off. I think, like I said, it's been looking like that for a couple months, and there was no prior allegations that he was tampering with it. He's been wearing.
It was just by happenstance that these two cuts that are almost at equal distance happened, cutting through the one part of it that you say just wear and tear.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Again, if he wanted to get it off, he could have gotten it off. I don't understand.
I had no reason to cut the tether.
If he was trying to evade tracking or anything like that, if he did do those cuts, he could have gotten it off, and he didn't. And he came to jail with it on and had it while he was in custody. He's had it since May, and there's been no other allegations of tampering with the tether or evading tracking or anything like that. Again, Mr. Collinson denies tampering with it at all.
Your Honor, I had no reason to tamper with the tether. I ran from the dentist the moment they told me they were going to discharge me. The biggest concern I have here, Your Honor, isn't going back to jail. It's losing the housing that I gained in my sobriety here. I have through the blessing of the court, I've made a lot of successful gains. I've completed 74 days in treatment. I never had a behavioral problem at Dawn Farm. The new treatment facility, there was just turbulence. This all has to do with the dental appointment. That's why I get concerned when we're talking about tampering, because I thought this was all to do with being discharged from Oakdale on the leave of absence. I have the contract. I called Oakdale for pickup at 3:30. I was supposed to return to.
How about I'll start and you can add. So turning to the issue of discharging, I think what Mr. Collinson was starting to say is he went to Oakdale. He was at Dawn Farm from May to July. He moved to Oakdale because he got housing through HUD, which he would move to that housing at the beginning of August. He has plans for DTE to turn on the utilities on August 6th. So he moved to Oakdale, I think because the program was a week less, he could complete Oakdale and then move into his housing. I haven't been able to contact anyone at Oakdale. I've made a couple contacts and they haven't gotten back to me. But the reason why we think Mr. Collison was discharged was because he went to this dentist appointment. The dentist appointment was longer than what he was supposed, his out time was supposed to be. And when he called, they said he was discharged because he misrepresented the time that he was going to be done. They thought he was going to be done at 3. He ended up calling them, I think, around 4 o'clock, that he was done with his dentist appointment. The other piece is that from Mr. Collinson's understanding, is that they didn't understand or believe his representations about the seriousness of his dentistry issue. Long story short, he has a tooth that needs to be surgically removed. It's rotting out of his mouth. When he was at Don Farm, they sent him to the ER. The ER can't really do anything because it needs to go through not a normal dentist, but an oral surgeon. Because of the severity of the emergency, they referred him to the U of M clinic. The clinic skipped the normal 4-month wait and got him in for a consult earlier than normal. So that's why he was there. He has referrals from another clinic that he was going to saying that they couldn't do the service because he needed an oral surgeon, because they couldn't find an oral surgeon in his network. That is why he was at the dentist. He did, once he found out that Oakdale was discharging him because of this, he did go to Spera. He tried to get a bed at Spera, and they did not have a bed for him there.
Yeah, you can look at the GPS coordinates, Your Honor. Spera is a safe place for me. Spera is inside the Don Farm community, which I just did all this programming. I had no problem inside of Don Farms. The only reason I went to Oakdale, Your Honor, was to receive this housing. Don Farms is a very open treatment center, so I'm able to go out on weekends with my sponsor. My sponsor is the boss and owner of Home Solutions 101. He's given me employment. He's even helped me pay the DTE that's scheduled to turn on August 7th at Danbury. I'm not saying that what I should have done, Your Honor, is I should have called my facility the moment I found out that the appointment was at 2:30 and not 11:30. I didn't do that. And one thing Don Farm taught me was to own my part. And I keep going back. I don't know why I didn't do that. It would have, I don't, they say I have a thinking disease, and I don't know why I didn't do that. I should have called them. The only thing I can tell you, Your Honor, is I have 120 plus days clean. I'm before you clean. And that means something to me, and I've gained a lot. I'm not asking for like a let go, but I am asking for like an alternative sentencing that doesn't expand on my homelessness. I messed up the probation you originally given me because I was homeless, and just in this short time to be 5 years homeless and to gain this significant opportunity is really huge for me. My biggest fear in this whole thing, in my thinking, is I don't want to lose this homelessness. I begged and cried on the phone for them to come pick me up. They didn't even give me a chance to show them the paperwork. They didn't give me a chance to drop for them. The wear and tear did start. I ran really fast from the school of U of M on Fletcher Street to Sparrow. Like, I mean, I'm talking, I ran really fast. I've been on Tether before. I ran like a gazelle, man. I ran there trying to obtain bedding because my thought process was if I could get into rehab before the violation of Tether, that I would be able to argue to you that I did the next right thing. Today I'm at your mercy. I just don't want to lose this housing, Your Honor.
So you're indicating that he's denying that he violated it in any way?
I think, I mean, I know Mr. Collins is very sure that he did not, or very strong, I guess, in the assertion that he did not tamper with the tether. And I guess the discharge from Oakdale by his representation is a miscommunication about this dentist appointment and how long it was going to be, how long he was going to be there, the necessity around the dentist appointment.
I didn't tamper with the tether. I did not try to take off the tether. If you look at the coordinates, I'm not lying. I went.
Well, he wants a hearing on all of this then. Is that what he's telling me?
I mean, I'm asking Your Honor he's done, since he was on probation, he did 90 days in Wayne County. I know Your Honor declined to give him credit for that time. He's done time in our jail here in Washington County. He's been clean for, like you said, over 120 days. He's done almost 70 days at Don Farm and Oakdale of treatment. He has housing that he set up. He has employment through a sponsor that he has set up. I'm asking this court to relieve him of his obligations to this court and the remaining balance, given all of the good things that he has done in the last couple of months. I'm sorry?
I let him out to go to treatment.
I did 74 days of treatment. I'll finish treatment. I will. I'm not trying not.
Valera?
Your Honor, I just wanted to make the court aware. I know that Mr. Collison is no longer on probation in this case. However, I am being advised by the Tether agent, so the court is aware that right after he cut his strap and the agent noticed him not tracking anymore, he called and was told that he was kicked out of treatment for a policy violation. They also indicate that they have photos of the tether of when it was installed, and it was a brand new strap, if the court would like to see those.
Well, okay, thank you. Well, I don't know if we're gonna have a hearing. I guess I'm gonna need to see him. I've been dealing with tethers, I don't know how long. I've never seen two parallel cuts or tears, I guess as you're trying to say they are, that are in the fashion that they're in.
And I've dealt with tethers not as long as Your Honor, but I
Wow, that was an age thing. Go ahead.
I do know. I mean, I think the biggest argument here, Judge, is
There was a tear
No,
in it.
not to
Why
the
didn't you
metal.
go back
There was
over
a
to
tear in the
community
rubber,
corrections and
Your
say, I
Honor.
need a new strap?
That's I noticed it. We went on a trip to Whitmore Lake from
On the
Don
back of your
Farm,
leg at your Achilles heel, right?
where I was on a
Well,
paddle.
there was a tear in it. Why didn't you go back over to
No.
community
Why it's
corrections
cut
and
the
say, I
way it
need a
is.
new strap?
Honestly, the tear helped because it made it looser on my.
Yeah, on the back of your leg at
I
your Achilles
have
heel.
heard, right?
Well, no.
That's why
One
it's cut
is
the way it is.
that these
Your
parallel
Honor,
cuts
it-
in the back
it-
of his tether strap
It clonks on
His
my.
tether
I have a
strap
bony ankle, and it just
occurred
clonks.
by
Your Honor,
circumstances
again,
beyond
I
your
had nothing.
control. The other thing
Cutting off
that
the
I
tether
heard
would have
is that
violated
you
me,
were
and that would have made me
discharged
lose
from
my
Oakdale
housing and my
Also,
whole point and my whole day. If you look
for
at my,
something
it just.
involving the
I got
dentistry,
discharged
and
from
that was
Oakdale,
also
Your
beyond your
Honor.
control
On that
regarding the
day.
appointment. Well, the only way I'm gonna be able to resolve it,
one is
if you want to hear it,
that these
you're not
parallel
admitting
cuts
to
on the
these
back of this
violations
tether strap or on this tether
and then
strap
I'll make a determination.
occurred by circumstances beyond your control. The other thing that I've heard is that you were discharged from Oakdale also
For something involving the dentistry, and that was also beyond your control regarding. We'll set a hearing. The only way I'm gonna be able to resolve it is if you want a hearing on it. You're not admitting to
Correct.
these
You have two.
violations,
One that you tampered with the
and
cut.
then I'll make a determination.
I don't think Mr. Collins wants to admit to the violation, so I
Other
simply
one
asked for a
being, and we'll
hearing.
set a hearing.
Wait,
You left treatment.
Your Honor, but okay. Setting the hearing is gonna. I have if I'm gonna lose the housing, I'm gonna lose the housing. Like,
I have heard everything that you and your attorney have
what would I
said.
be admitting to? I didn't leave treatment. Tampering with my tether. Is that what I would admit to, Your Honor? Is that what the violation is saying, that I tampered with my tether?
Correct.
You have two. One is you tampered with the tether. And the other one being that I'll set a hearing. I mean, that's the best I can do.
Okay. I didn't
You
leave
bring me
treatment.
everything and you're saying that there are reasons for all of this, then I'll hear that.
I didn't leave treatment, so.
You want to keep talking, keep talking.
Just don't interrupt. Okay, I'm sorry, Simpson. I'm sorry.
I'll set a hearing. I mean, that's the best I can do. You bring me everything and you're saying that there are reasons for all of this, then I'll hear that. I don't know. But I will tell you with reference to, I don't know in reference to Oakdale, but certainly